Hello, Leo. Welcome to your personal... That didn't come out right. I know it's for your personal reading. It's not. It's a general reading, so I don't know where that came from. Maybe this is going to feel like a personal for someone. But you know, you do have to realize there's a lot of energy coming through the channel. Some things might be for you and some things may not. I don't know. Might be someone getting a personal. But this week, you know, I think everyone could get something from these. So what I want to do this week is really, I want to empower you somehow. I want to ask the cards, to ask the universe, how can Leo feel empowered right now? What can they do in their life or focus on in their life to make them feel empowered? Because there's often parts of our lives that we don't feel empowered and we don't have much control over. The universe is working on things in the background. Whatever it is, it's nice to, if there's things that you just can't control or influence that have to do with you, just kind of look at what you can do to yourself, do for yourself to have some empowerment in your life right now. And I'm keeping this very simple. Don't you do this. I'm getting one card from the Tarot of Dreams and getting one card from my Millennial Thoth deck. So this is just 2 tarot cards is what I'm striving for. And one last oracle card at the end here. So for Leo, empowering Leo, empowering the sweetest of the sweetest pussycats. Empowering Leo, empowering Leo. Empowering Leo. Wow, the King of Swords. That's a strong, strong energy. The King of Swords is an empowering energy for you right now. Oh, this King of Swords. This King of Swords has a lot of intuitive thinking. This King of Swords has a lot of intuitive thinking. Really using your intuitive mind, like just allowing answers and ideas to flow into your head. Like if something does, to just grasp it. I'm like, what is that about? What am I thinking? Like, you know, instead of, you know, like you can have things that kind of flip through, but there's some stuff going on for you right now that's quite important. Sort of, I'm just getting this message that your subconscious mind is really working out stuff for you here that maybe your conscious mind hasn't been able to. So when it seems like you kind of get an answer or you get an idea or just a random thought or impression about something comes in, try to grab that and let it sit with you for a bit, because it might be your subconscious mind trying to communicate to you about something that maybe you've been trying to work through, to understand, perhaps strategize about. This is really about looking at things on a very analytical way, like very cut and dry. These are the facts, and how do I move forward with these facts? What is it? You know, there's not a lot of, yeah, let's see what this other card is. But right now, I'm not seeing like a lot of, you know, using a lot of imagination or dreams and fantasies, which is interesting because that has come in for some of the signs to actually do that. Yours is very much like, if something comes in, don't discard it like, oh, it's just my mind doing a little fantasy work or just imagine it. No, there's something, your subconscious is definitely trying to communicate to you, as if your subconscious mind has come up with some answers that your conscious mind has not been able to, but has been wanting to. I'm just kind of picturing like the 2 hemispheres of your brain. And I know that's not, but it's just to split it up like that. Just imagine the right side of your brain has been trying to understand something or figure it out or create a strategy to move forward, whatever that is, and it's not getting it. But the left side is, but because those are also 2 very different aspects of your mind and how they work. Like one is a very creative and one is very analytical, you know, mathematician sort of mind, and then the artistic mind. So that could be it too. Interesting how I talk through that. I'm going to work it out. Like it's kind of like the artistic part of your mind might be trying to tell the mathematical part of your mind how this can be solved, but it's not quite listening to it, right? Because it does speak a different language. So try to tap into, stop yourself, you know. What is that about? Why am I thinking like that? Or why did that come into my head? And just allow it, like don't force it. Just allow that idea or that thought to kind of sit there and see how you feel about it. It might come back, maybe you don't feel anything about it. And then another day, 2 goes by, and then that comes up again. You think, oh, something else triggers it. And it's almost as if just trying to get your mind used to this possibility. What about this? What about this? And then if it gets triggered enough times, because you've allowed it to come in and given a little pause, you've recognized the thought. That's kind of what it is, recognizing, giving it enough time for the thought to be recognized by yourself. And then, okay, and then you can go on with your day. Like, don't force it. Go, okay, Cindy said, if this comes into my head, I got to figure this out. No, don't do that. Don't force it. It's trying to communicate to you in a subtle way here. And I keep getting this vision of, you know, you're going through your week or a couple of weeks, and this thought keeps getting triggered by different elements. And then at some point, it's almost as if it's getting you used to an idea enough that once you really get the big trigger on it, oh, now I see, right? Because if the universe somehow triggered this new thought process, this new concept for you, with just the one big trigger at the end of the trigger train, you might not grab it because it would just be like too abstract. I don't know, I hope that makes sense. That's what I'm seeing here. Like, it's quite interesting getting this King of Swords coming out. So let's get one more card here. And I think vice versa too. Like, if you tend to be one that has more of a creative thinking, you tend to use more of the right side of your brain anyways. It's the left side that's trying to get through and say, hey, you need to look at the facts like this. So it's both ways depending on kind of how you use your mind naturally. So Leo, one more card for Leo, and empowering Leo right now. Empowering Leo right now. The Hermit. Oh, wow. See, there's something really significant here. Yeah, there's an idea that's trying to come through for you. There it is. This is a fascinating Hermit card. Oh my gosh. And look at that. Is that not crazy that there is a cosmic egg? Is that not crazy that there's a cosmic egg? If you've watched my channel enough, you know that I very often use the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle deck. There's the cosmic egg. There it is. That's something, when it's full of creativity, because it's all full of color. I can't believe I'm pulling this out, but I'm so inspired because there's a cosmic egg with this Hermit, and you're trying to create, there's something here. It's almost like there's something here that you know is for you. And I don't know if you're having trouble claiming it, moving towards it coming towards you, both energies coming together. There's something here you know is for you. And you're like, this Hermit is holding a lantern, as the Hermit often does in the tarot. But this lantern is full of the sun. So fascinating. The lantern is full of the sun, which, yes, is wish fulfillment. Leo, the sun, your energy. You know this is for you. There's something here. You really, really know this is for you. Why is this reading going like this? This is going to empower you, I guess. There's something very significant here for you, and it's still sitting in the cosmos. You haven't been able to grasp it in a three-dimensional yet. Your energies haven't come together for this to be something for the, oh, that's a three-headed hairless dog. That's what that is at the bottom. What the hell is that? I gotta go into the book. Which one is it? This is the Millennial Thoth. Okay, here, take a look at this. Yeah, take a look at the three-headed hairless dog at the bottom, there's a sperm going towards this lantern, your light. There's something here. There's like some sort of outside energy that is going to, it's because the cosmic egg, you could look at the cosmic egg. I mean, I'm going this way because there's a little spermy guy there. Look at the cosmic egg and think about how the female reproductive system works. It's all, they're like, baby girls are born with all their eggs, and it's just a matter of those eggs maturing as they are ready, one at a time or two at a time, if you end up with like twins, one at a time every month once they reach sexual maturity. But this cosmic egg is sort of like that. It's like an egg that exists, but it's not mature enough yet. It's not tangible. It's not there. But there's something sitting there that wants to combine with this to create something new. And so this is, either this is something that you really want to do, a project, there's some sort of outside source or information that you need to make this a reality. It's someone that you're trying to connect with. There's some sort of outside source here that you're not able to connect with. And yeah, so this King of Swords is the answer for you. I want to know more about this card with this three-headed dog. It's kind of creepy. But I also want to say, like, it reminds me of gargoyle energy, where it's very creepy, but it's that way to protect whatever it was created for from very creepy energy, right? Like, that was the whole concept of the gargoyles on the churches and the cathedrals, because evil stuff was scary. So you got to make something just as scary to scare it away. So let's see what the Hermit is. The Hermit. Oh, did I miss it? Where did I miss it? Oh, there, it's right. My hand is hiding it. A hermit stands at the mouth of a dark cave. The walls glisten green. He wears bright red robes and holds a staff in one hand and a diamond-shaped lantern in the other. A sun appears in the center of the lantern, shining bright light out. The Orphic egg makes another appearance in the sky. This time it represents the universe. Ooh, that's cool. It's because it's very much like a cosmic egg. I need to know more about this. There's so much stuff in it. I'm going on vacation. I'm taking this deck and this book with me, and I'm going to be studying some Hebrew things, all sorts of symbolism that's in here, because there is some cool stuff to be hatched out of this tarot deck. The ghost of Sybaris sneaks out from the darkness to catch a glimpse of the divine light. I'm wondering if that's what this three-headed dog is. Sybaris sneaks out from the darkness to catch a glimpse of the divine light. A small spermatozoa, I can't even say it, moves up along the hermit's robe. The astrological symbol for Virgo appears at the bottom of the card. Upright meaning. Divine inspiration illuminates your path. Take time to understand what you learn. Wander the path alone to relate it back to others. Yeah, there's something here for you to be discovering. I can say it. If I think of the word, I can't say it. I know what anyways, I don't know. I'm just going to blame it on Mercury retrograde. That's this thing to do right now. This cosmic, okay. The biggest part of this message for you to empower yourself, because it's not, don't get all caught up in this. Don't get too, I wanted to see what we could get. And it is absolutely saying, yes, there's something that you were trying to work through here. There's something so tangible. It speaks to you like this. It almost like it speaks to you like this is your destiny. It's like your destiny. But why? Why is it so elusive, I'm finding? Your intuition, and let your mind flow. Just let your mind flow. If some sort of thought comes through, and these are probably going to happen. Ooh, that's true too. I'm getting, just as I was about to say, this kind of mental work here is probably going to happen best when you're not around others. But then as soon as I was about to say that, I had this little vision come up in my mind of someone sitting at some sort of gathering or get together. And people are talking and whatever, the conversation is mundane or you couldn't care less about, you know. Yeah, I switched, you know, from having bacon to having bacon or Like, wow. Like, I don't know. The conversation is just not interesting to you for whatever reason. Maybe if you're doing a bit of this hermit stuff to you, be maybe a little more philosophical, deeper into your thoughts. And almost like the voices become sort of muffled and your mind is just wandering, and that's when stuff is going to come in. So, you know, just be conscious of what your mind is trying to tell you. I'm going to put this cosmic egg back. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. But, oh, see? That's fascinating. See, he's in the cave. Like, to me, he's in the cave. So he has really isolated from the world. Because there's something that needs to be known here that the world can't tell you about. Really, it's so wow. It's really deep. It's kind of cool. There's something here that the world cannot tell you about. The world cannot communicate to you. I think I've already given. I'm trying not to get sucked in. Trying not to get sucked in. That's why I'm here. Just stay on course, Cindy. Just empowering you. Remember what I said at the beginning. Remember what I said at the beginning. Because it still rings very true. Let's stay on that path. That is, and I wanted to keep these very sort of almost like singular, like just this lane. This is the message. I wanted to keep it simple to just empower you, because the greatest part of empowerment is to just simply know. The simplest way to strengthen you right now, like to strengthen your position with yourself right now, your position in life right now. Just keep it very simple. A final card. Jeez. Maybe you and Aquarius are being bad. I'm trying to keep this all like, well, that's still interesting because we have eggs and sperms. Sexuality, interesting. Interesting. That's interesting too. For some of you, maybe you are questioning your sexuality. Maybe for some of you, you want to explore. I'm going to really say, like, absolutely. With the cards that are sitting here, for sure. Interesting process though, like to use the King of Swords energy to try to explore your sexuality and what that is to you. Looking at on a very philosophical level. Not going by your feelings and emotions, your passions and your desires. Perhaps your passions and your desires have come up in a way that they've never come up before. And you've tried to manage that and deal with it with different elements of yourself. And you haven't been able to get the answer. And it comes right down to just looking at it on a factual basis. What arouses me? What excites me? What am I attracted to? Why? Like, looking, that's really interesting. That's very interesting. It is very interesting because too, this sperm, when they described it, it was going up the hermit's robe, right? Wasn't going towards the egg. There's something else there. I said, oh, didn't I say in the beginning, welcome to your private reading? Somebody, like this whole reading could have been very general for everyone else. And then somebody might this might be something that they're working through. They're thinking about. I have to learn more about this three-headed dog. I don't remember what it was called now. I have to sit down and read about it and absorb it. But, you know, it's like three different elements of oneself too. You could look at it. You know, it's kind of going back and forth too. Like maybe you always recognize yourself as being heterosexual. And then something has happened and you're kind of thinking, man, am I gay? I didn't think I was. What the heck? I don't know. And then coming back to the third possibility, oh, maybe I'm bisexual. I don't know. Like, right? Like there's so many different ways to look at this. This is quite fascinating. So here is to empower you. If this does have something to do with your sexuality, it's time to really go into your mind this hermit energy, because the sun is sitting in this lantern. You are really ready to find the truth in yourself here. Really ready to find the truth. And he's in the cave. He's in the cave. You could kind of almost say that that's kind of like a metaphor for being in the closet. So this is how to get your answers, because this is of course not like a reading to say, okay, you need to come out, you need, no, you need to find the answer for yourself here, right? You need to find the answer for yourself here, and then to get comfortable within that answer. Once you get comfortable within your answer, then that becomes a whole new journey of if at any point you are comfortable with other people knowing that answer. That's up to you. That's everybody's journey is very different. And particularly also like what kind of town you live in too, right? So yeah, that's fascinating. There you go. Oh, what's at the bottom? What's at the bottom? The Four of Pentacles. This is like really trying to get your stability and your balance. Oh, we have the four elements too. Four elements: earth, air, fire, water. Oh, I see there's something here. I'm really bad at numbers. There's some sort of numerology going on inside the castle. See that here? I'm going to show you. Like I say, I need to sit down with this deck and I want to study every card. The Four of Pentacles is typically like not really moving. Kind of hanging on tight to what you've got. Working with your... Oh, see? This is an analytical type mind here. I see that with these numbers. I think of that, right? Like the math mind, the art mind. If you can combine the both, you're like Leonardo. Like, you're right. Like, really, that's really using your mind well. The Ten of Swords is at the bottom of that. You're working through something to come to end something here. You're working through something. You know, like the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Swords on the outside to a lot of people can make it look like not much is happening there. You're not doing much. There's an awful lot of internal stuff going on. The Three of Cups. Well, one day you're going to have fun. How do you want to have fun? It's up to you. It's the three again, right? The three-headed dog, the Three of Cups. And what was at the bottom here? Worthy. Oh, yeah. See, getting answers like this, particularly at the back end of this reading, near the end of it, is like just don't look at how society thinks you should be or what you should feel or what you should be attracted to. As long as it's adults consenting, it is what it is. It really is. Nobody can tell you who you love or who you're attracted to. There you go. I'm going to leave it like that. That was I didn't expect that, Leo. That was really interesting. I hope that gave somebody clarity. I hope it gave all of you a way to think about empowering your life right now and finding some power in your life for you. Okay, that's it. Until next time, Leo, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.